You tell Hector you will be there when the sun arises.
Get that SMS energy up. All right.
Anthony is waiting for you out here. He says it's important.
We've got far beyond idle speculation now. The Hope Centers are working towards something that verges on genocide.
If Leah can just reach the center first, we'll be able to scoop the whole world on a major catastrophe.
Yes, a catastrophe so great there may be no one to report it to.
Experimental project Operation Sweet Death must be considered a complete failure. May God forgive us for what we have produced here and pardon us for this evil we have created.
Emergency! Emergency! Accident on modular turret! Emergency!
All right. Fuck it. Let's do it. SMS 40. 40, 40, 40. Lordy, lordy, look who's 40. SMS is 40. This very fine program here. Sorry about the dogs. They're just going to do their thing. Let's just get into today's episode. Fuck the intro. Fuck everything. This is a terrible episode. Make sure my zipper's up. These pants are broken. But let's just get into today's episode. Episode 40. I'm Phoenix West. Welcome to SMS episode 40. I can't say that more. It's going to lose all meaning here if I keep saying it. Today, there's a dog barking. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Oh, lovely neighborhood ghetto dog. Today's episode is Troy, the Resurrection of Aeneas versus Hell of the Living Dead, aka Virus Cannibal, aka Zombie Creeping Flesh, which I can't say seriously. And I'm not sure if that's just what was on the poster, as like this is the phrase, or if that's the actual title in some country. But Zombie Creeping Flesh is one of the titles, I believe. But let's fucking get into it. My mind has been blown. This is a new level for SMS. I've watched a lot of shitty movies in this show, and some good ones. Some of those I thought were gonna be shitty actually were like, it was all right. Like that Josh Brolin skateboard movie. What the Thrashing? It's not bad. I watched it a couple times. I had to edit this motherfucker, and it's not bad. It's really not. I have an episode, That Shall Not Be Named, that wasn't too bad, but it still lost. It was bad, but now like I could rewatch it just fine. Let's just say, obviously Nick Cage is over here. Nick Cage cast is over here in the Shitty Movie Showdown. I Come in Peace / the other name of that movie, which I can't remember, was decent. It was fun. I didn't mind it. And then we have the rest of those movies, which are just shitty. And today is a new level. Not since Robo-Vampire have I been this disappointed in a movie. Because I just, randomly a movie popped up on my like alert list, and I was like, Troy, the Resurrection of Aeneas. And I'm like, yeah, all right, a sequel to Troy, that sounds fun. It looks like a low budget sequel to Troy. All I saw was the poster. And I'm like, man, it looks like a sequel. We'll do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Started watching it, very quickly realized it was not a sequel to Troy, an official sequel. I realized it was someone's homemade video. And it was like an ego project gone wrong, and ego projects always go wrong. Very, very rarely do they go right. I can't name a single instance of it going right, but I'm sure they exist. Aeneas Middleton presents.
BC. This is the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age.
You got Corey Feldman to do the VO for it. Cool.
Let's not forget the destruction of Troy.
What?
Agamemnon. Agamemnon.
Troy, the Resurrection of Aeneas. I had to quickly run and grab my camera. I started watching it. I got a couple minutes in. I saw him walking up the woods and a fucking cameraman like trying to follow him around. And I'm like, okay, pause, grab my camera. I had to record myself. Oh God, getting fucking Blair Witch trunk vision here. No, you're fine. You're totally centered and focused. 1184 BC. 1184 BC. Oh, he's back. Sorry. No, that's it. Okay. This is how far I made it before. Oh, I keep cutting him off. I'm sorry. What's he saying? Do it again. Oh, we're done with that. Okay. Is this the rabbit from Donnie Darko talking to him? Oh, someone got a drone. But I put it on, and I start recording again, and my camera died like 5 times. I smashed my camera, the one I'm recording on. The front screen is just ink. It is just broken. I got really fucking mad, and then I kept having all these problems and shit. Like, the camera just kept dying on me, and I just lost my fucking mind watching this movie. And again, movie, because we'll call it that. This is one guy out in the woods, and well, he had 2, because he has this fucking, like, Michael J. Fox is his buddy, and he's shooting him from behind. And I'm sure that happened more than once in the fucking set of this movie. But it just boils down to 5 or 6 different scenes. Again, scenes. So really it boils down, I'm so mad right now, I cannot get my words straight because my mind is fucking blown and raped from this goddamn movie. So we got scenes with his drone out in nature, and he's goddamn proud of his newfound drone. He's just everywhere, over these rocks, over the ocean, blah, blah, blah. I was hoping the fucking thing get shot down by goddamn CSI. Anybody whose initials are 3 letters. NCC, SMS will shoot him down. Fuck these people. And then he has scenes in nature, and it's wandering around the woods, but he would throw, like, superimposed pictures, like clip art of, like, a sword. And one time he sets the sword down, like, it's supposed to be he walks in the shot and he sets down his equipment.
Across the seas like no one has ever seen.
How hard is it to go to your local Spirit Halloween store and pick up some fucking props? Because he's supposed to be setting down his equipment over here, but you can see a fucking thumb on it. Crop it the fuck out. Move it over 2 inches. And he walked over there for no reason. Why is there a moon over the water? I don't... Sword disappeared. No? Okay. I can't see you coming at night. Fucking hate this guy. Let me say right off the fucking bat, I hate this guy. Whoever made this, Aeneas. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you in your name. Good God. I think it's like Aeneas or Aeneas or whatever the fuck it is. I call him Aeneas because that's what it sounds like to me. We had a very, very super deluxe extended sequence of a campfire in which he would recite different poems to the nobody. And I kept picturing his mom yelling at him to get back in the house. Jimmy was his name in my made-up scenario here. Oh my God! How long has this been going on for? Oh, I'm only 19 minutes in. Oh God, there's 41 minutes left. I'm a third of the way through. Oh, sweet Christ. Oh, sweet Christ. I'm so scared. Just picture myself throwing copies of this movie into that open fire. Yeah? He's sleeping. Stop it, Jimmy.
There's no more.
Oh, you see his yard.
Troy. There's no more.
Is Troy no more? Hey, how's Troy doing?
I will find it.
Your cousin Troy's in jail, Jimmy. Give it up, okay? He's still alive. Just stop screaming about it out there. He stole those cars and you know it. We told him not to for decades and he still did it. He'll be out in 6 to 10, okay? Come on in, Jimmy. I made some soup. Oh, hatred burning inside me for this guy. They want out of the room so bad. I can't deal with this.
Gods, do you hear me now?
Can the gods hear him so he can shut the fuck up? His poor neighbors. His poor neighbors. You know what? I'm going to give them a chance to leave if they want to. I'm already being held hostage. I don't want them to feel like that. Is there 4 to 5 members of his family behind the camera here we just can't see, watching him and be like, yes? Or are they like, oh, this is my son. This is what he's doing with his life. He's a filmmaker. That film school's really paying off. Or are they, like I mentioned previously, where there's like, yes, he's on page 7. Oh man, only 15 minutes. This take only took 15 minutes, Jimmy. Nice, nice. Much shorter than your last one, which took an hour 45. Please throw the camera into the fire. I know he doesn't because the footage exists still. Is this a video to test out his camera?
I will build us a new home.
Do it already then. At some point you have to actually do it. Oh, you're still showing the fire. That's like 20 minutes uncut of this campfire. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Oh, there's more speeches. Oh my God. I can't. I might turn this son of a bitch off. And by that I mean not the movie, him. He's the son of a bitch. Motherfucker. You fucker.
What they want is war.
You stupid asshole. I fucking hate you. Stoke that fire of hate I have for you. Both dogs have left the room. They are done with this and they never leave that couch. It would be like if I put this video in the theaters and expected people to enjoy it. Just me watching a movie. I can't harder quotes around the word movie. Oh my God, dude. Oh, 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 oh. Something else? Yeah, your fucking Frank Sinatra style song coming in. Yeah, cut into a fucking like Olive Garden commercial. What the hell are we doing? Out here in the woods next to the fire. Everyone's family. A, why there did he decide, yep, I need Italian circus music. B, what he thought he was doing in this scene for 40 minutes. And then what else was there? Was there anything else? He's playing in the ocean, and you pick up a shell and throw it back out there very slowly. Just because you have super dramatic, loud action music doesn't mean whatever's happening on the screen is therefore exciting. You're picking up a fucking shell and throwing it into the goddamn ocean. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Oh, we're gonna pick up another. Oh, now we cut. Okay, we're watching the ocean again. Great. This is fun. This is fantastic. This is so entertaining. This is a movie. A movie. You fucking son of a bitch. Dun 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 dun. Did that make me picking up my mouse any more enjoying or impactful or action-packed? No. Just made it fucking irritating. Just made me realize the contrast between your music and your scene. Scene. So many emotions going on right now. Oh. None of them what was intended. Only 17 minutes left, though. I feel like I'm nearing the end of a long prison sentence, and I'm finally like, oh, only 17 months left. I can't wait. Oh, I've been in for a decade, and 17 months left doesn't sound like long. And then look, other shots of him in the woods without the superimposed clip art was just like, it's the truth, and the seed is with you. They will all pay for their sins. And you couldn't fucking hear it. It was like a Nextel phone. Couldn't make out any words that were said in there. He didn't record it loud enough. It reminded me of Donnie Darko. I have never been this angry on this show. And I feel like I want to go off on this fucking guy. I looked him up. He's basically me if I had a fucking huge ego and really wanted to impress people. I make these videos for nobody. And I expect nobody to watch them. A couple people, I get a handful of people that watch them, get some fucking giggles out of them. The end. This fucking guy is like reciting poetry and recording himself in his backyard. Actually, it's not even his backyard because the credits revealed it's someone else's just backyard. It's just a fucking empty field he put a fire in and did 25 minutes of, I will rebuild! And he's just doing this fucking speech to nobody. And it's just driving his neighbors insane. And I don't have that ego, but his IMDb page is like, he puts himself as a credit for everything. In fact, all I want to show from here on out is just me watching the credits of this fucking film. Horses left from the war walked the earth of Latin. You should go the other way so I have more time to read the last part of the sentence. You know what? Fucking not reading your screen. You're going the wrong way with it. The part I'm supposed to be getting to at the end is going off screen by the time I get to it. Oh. Still 9.5 months left. Why is it? Is there 9.5 minutes of credits? What full cast and crew? It's been his name 7 times. I have a feeling Harley Davidson is just his alter ego. It's 2 people! Why is there 9.5 minutes of credits for 2 people? It's been the same 2 fucking names every time. Hey, oh, he did business management. He's just giving himself fucking credits. Hey, the other name. Oh, the other name again. Great. I wonder what's next. Oh, that one again. This is a fun guessing game of which 2. This is 50-50. This is a quarter flip. Hey, the first name still. Hold on. I have a penny. I don't have a quarter, but next name. Okay, Aeneas. Next one. Ah, it's gonna be Harley Davidson. Nope. Fuck. I guess wrong. I lose. Just like this fucking movie. Watching this movie, I lose. Hey, set decoration. Remember all those glorious sets of setting a fire in his mom's backyard? Oh, costume design. He did that. He put a sheet over himself. That's great. He's the executive in charge of production. You're a producer. Just say you're a producer. Executive in charge of production. Fuck you, art department. Can't wait to find out what they did. Oh, it's him again. That's great. He did the props where he put like clip art over the front of it and didn't buy any props. That's great. Oh, he's a storyboard artist too. That must have been fascinating, fun work. Oh, sound department. I can't wait to find out which 2 guys did this. Okay. Oh, that one. Oh, caught me off guard with that one. Oh, shit. This is fascinating. Okay. So, hey, the other one. There he is. Special effects supervisor. Oh, great. Visual effects. He's a visual effects supervisor. And by that, he means he put some clip art over there. Oh, he's digital effects supervisor too. I gotta say, in this particular product, I don't think there's a difference between the 2 because they're all digital effects. Digital effects. Animation. Oh, there's different than the digital effects. It's the animation. Oh, it was him again. He did the animator, background artist, and character designer. Great. Oh, great. Costume and wardrobe department. We already did that, but we're back for more. Just to pad out these credits and length of the movie. Oh, it was him again. He's costume supervisor, editorial department. Runtime, 1 hour, 53 seconds, 60 minutes. Who puts the runtime in the credits? I have nothing else to say about the plot because there's no fucking plot. I have nothing else to say about the character because he couldn't fucking see the character. He's such an egomaniac, but didn't really shoot his face ever. It was very bizarre. You should be able to make some sort of ego heads or tails out of these ego projects. Like most guys are ego and they try to be the muscle guy and they fight. This guy just wants to, he's an egomaniac in the sense that he wants to seem deep to get laid or something. I don't know what the fuck it's all about. I really don't. I kind of want this guy to get a hold of me. Either say fuck you or explain yourself. I will take whatever you say seriously. If you're like, no, this is what I was going for. I will read that off on my show and just leave it at that. And then follow it up later with a different video, but you'll get your moment there. I will give you that. If your ego's this out of control, here's your fucking chance, guy. LordyWonderland@gmail.com. It's on the fucking screen right now. Anyway, he was in the backyard for fucking long time. After a while, he goes in to the goddamn ocean, plays around. Episode. See, I said episode because it's not a fucking movie. The movie ends, and it's at like the 50-some minute mark, and it's an hour long, 1 hour 1 minute. But it ended like 9 minutes early, and I was like, oh, good. Oh, it's shorter than I thought it was. Okay, cool. And then I realized, oh no, they're gonna do 9.5 minutes of credits. And that blew my fucking mind. Couldn't handle that. I believe at that point I was comparing it to a prison sentence. Each minute was a month. Oh man, I was really looking forward to the ending, getting out. Really changed my life after seeing this movie. But anyway, so the credits start going, and I realize it's moving very slowly. Only one name at a time is on the screen. And it's just him and then fucking like Mr. Harley Davidson or Harland Davidson, which is, it sounds like his made up like Tyler Durden character. So he didn't only have his name in the credits. It's got to be the same fucking guy. I can't believe it's 2 people. I really don't. And it would just go one at a time. And the only names that popped up that weren't him were the people that owned that backyard. He had the fucking fire in there. That was it. Holy shit. Someone owned a fire pit in a yard. Therefore, they were in the credits too. The first credits that are not these 2 people. Special thanks to himself. He's gonna thank himself, isn't he? And all these titles are made the fuck up. Like half of them don't exist. Half of them are just repetitive, redundant bullshit. Like I did my set design. I also did the set decorating. If you're just one person setting up a set, which mind you, is just a fire in someone's backyard, that's your set. You don't get 2 jobs for that. In fact, don't even credit yourself for the one. You're just padding out your own credits, but when I only see one name as every credit, who are you trying to fool? Who the fuck are you trying to fool? This should have been a short at best. At best. That's the only time I can use this movie and use the word best. And let's just say it should have been 4 minutes. And it should have been like something he showed his friend and then buried it in the backyard, like right by someone's fire pit, someone's backyard, and never show it to anybody, because what the fuck is this? What was his plan with this fucking thing? I'm so speechless right now that it makes me almost pity the movie that comes after this, which is Hell of the Living Dead, Virus Cannibal, Zombie Creeping Flesh, which I can't say with a straight face. Oh, God, I hate this fucking guy. Oh, man. He looked young, too. And I did have a minor freak out there where I realized he's black. This seems like a boring white guy really in the cosplay behavior. I'm kind of ashamed of him because not because he's black, but because he's black and super into this. Like, black people are inherently cooler than white people. You shouldn't be wasting your time on this shit, dude. Go do something else. You could do something else. Like, if this is like a white guy named Christian who grew up like super ultra rich, and he just wants to prove to people, no, I'm really deep. I'm really deep. I'm the Axl Rose of this Troy. And here I am. Oh no, I'm not just a pretty face and a bandana. I'm really fucking deep. Like that's a white guy who's been taking everything for granted and nobody takes him seriously. That's what that is. That's what that behavior is. But I'm trying to make sense of this in any way I can. So much so that I'm going the race. It just baffles the fucking mind. I want to show this to a black person and go, hey, another black person made this. They go, no. Black people would not believe me if I showed them this. And I'm not trying to be racist, because it's not. I'm making fun of white people. This is a white person bullshit. This is some white people bullshit right here. This fucking ego project. Black people would go, I don't want to watch this shit. Some fucking white guy. Oh, he's black. Whoa, what the fuck? Like their minds would be fucking blown. Anyone's mind would be blown watching this. Very angry if you can't tell. And the credits, and then 5 minutes left in the credits, it switches over to like the soundtrack for the fucking thing. Which, if you weren't irritated enough by the soundtrack during the fucking project, you'll be more irritated listening to this thing. Well, just like two images appear on the screen. And very apparent here in this video here, I lost my fucking mind during the credits, during the music video at the end. Lost my goddamn mind. I had nothing to react to at that point. I shut down and went into like catatonic trance mode. And I still haven't recovered. Everyone wants to dance to this music. Thank God they put the soundtrack in your fucking movie. I will rebuild this show again. You hear me, Zeus? I will rebuild. Jimmy, you gotta clean out the garage. Your father's back is hurt. You know that. You need help cleaning out the garage. Yeah, sorry, I'll come in and help Dad clean out the garage. I'm sorry. Sorry I'm making my movie out here. Camaro. Are you gonna help him, Jimmy, or not? You gonna keep making your movie? Yeah, I'm coming in. I'm sorry. Sorry. I have nothing else to say about this fucking movie. So my second movie was Hell of the Living Dead. I almost said Hell Comes to Frogtown. That's a whole different project. Whole different movie. That's on the list for SMS, by the way. As well as all the sequels. Maybe I'll do them all. Hell of the Living Dead. So basically every zombie movie has to have of the Living Dead at the very end of it, which is fucking stupid. But I turned it on knowing nothing about it. Again, I didn't look up anything for these two movies. I don't watch trailers for these movies. I purposely avoid it, which inevitably leads to a decent movie because I don't look them up. I look at the rating on IMDb and I go, all right. And I apologize to Thrashing. That's a fun movie. Even Josh Brolin, though, said it's shitty, so it belongs in this show. I'm sorry. He said it himself. But anyway, Hell of the Living Dead. I turned it on. The credits made it very apparent it's Italian, and I caught it right away. Because if you are a fan of B-movies like I am, anybody who's a fan of B-movies and just watches B-movies, you recognize immediately when it's Italian because you get the really loud music in the beginning, and you get kind of like a weird synthesized thing. This movie had like a Pink Floyd, like a almost Pink Floyd song going on the whole time, which is kind of ironic because I'm wearing the Pink Floyd sweatshirt. But this is 1980. The year previous, The Wall came out in 1979. And this has the... so similar. So similar. You gotta run, 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 run. It's the same fucking beat for the whole movie. It's Italian as fuck. You got your Italians. Where do I begin with Italian movies? They're not terrible. They're interesting at the very least. I didn't like this movie at all, but at least it was interesting. Some of it I'm like, wow, this is cool the way they're doing this, but I have no idea what's happening. Italian movies are incomprehensible. The storylines don't necessarily tie in together. It's just kind of a drifting. It's always like 4 people. They go and do this, and then we cut to these 5 people over here, and they're dicks or they're rapists or something. And then they kind of do their thing, and they die. And you're like, back to these other 4. And I'm like, oh, I feel like a child lost in a public space, but like something safe-ish, like a family reunion. We're just kind of like, I'm with my mom. Aunt's taking me over here. Oh, this guy's taking me over here in the bathroom. Please help me, please help me. Okay, Dad, grab me. Great, great. And you kind of like, you just kind of drift from room to room, really not having any frame of reference because you're a child. You just kind of, you're there. You don't know why you're there. You don't know what this is all about, what this room full of people's doing. No idea. But people, you kind of just trust the filmmakers to just take you from room to room. And you're like, yeah. And then eventually at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, this is cool. The last like 10 minutes was really cool. I couldn't tell you what it was about. A zombie outbreak at some sort of weird factory. And then there's some characters and we don't see them again.
Look out!
And then we're over here with like our soldiers who are just pieces of shit and love to make fun of dead people. Love to talk about fucking dead people. It's fucking weird.
What happened to all those cute little wild naked native girls you promised us?
There's one right in front of you, look. She may not seem like much to you, but in bed, she's out of this world.
No, thanks. I kind of prefer my girls more meaty.
And then we cut to these other people with this lady and her friends, and they all get attacked at like a swimming pool or like inside this place. And then the soldiers show up and they find the kid in the... I'm skipping over this very, very quickly because I don't give a shit about this movie. The kid was in the driver's seat with the dad. Dad fell asleep. Kid ate him because the kid had a big sore. Zombie outbreak. You get it, right? It's a zombie movie. And then they open the door and the one guy like... Whoa, 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 and he like spits up foam like he ate some sort of poison. Or like maybe he had a mouthful of marshmallows. What the fuck was he eating? What the fuck was that? That is not vomit. That was like foam. Ugh. Gross. And then it cuts to like our next characters that we're going to follow, but we see that scene in the background and everyone's just kind of standing there like, they don't really know how to act because the scene's not really happening on camera. It's just kind of in the background. So they're like, they realize the camera's rolling. It's fucking bizarre.
Let's go.
Oh, Italians. What do they do? What do they do in their movies? And then out of nowhere, we're like in the jungle. The one woman goes, I know how to help. I'm going to go find them. And she just shows her tits for no reason. Very gratuitous.
What do you think we should do?
I'll have to go ahead and meet them and go alone.
She goes out into the jungle, I guess, and she kind of like mingles with the locals. I have no idea why she went out there, but they all get attacked because they don't bury their dead, and they run away, and we don't go back to them at all. And then it's just our main characters trying to survive. It was basically Dawn of the Dead done very, very piss poorly. They were trying so hard to get Dawn of the Dead because there is a lot of similarities between this and Dawn of the Dead. And they didn't do any of the good stuff in Dawn of the Dead. Like, this movie was not a fun watch for the most part. It was fun in parts. Like, some of the zombie stuff when they blow out their heads, that shit was cool. You could tell that, like, the guy's like, yeah, let's blow up a head. Woo! Oh, that's cool. They didn't look good, but it looked cool. It looked fun. Like, it's a fun B movie. Parts of it.
Let's take this!
The story just had nothing going for it. Like, Italians do not hire people to write their stories. So it's just like, I feel like they're just out there just like running and gunning Robert Rodriguez style. Only Robert Rodriguez writes his fucking movies. They're kind of like, all right, get this scene. All right, get this scene. Do this tie together? No. Tie together? What the fuck does that mean? Anyway, moving on. Let's get this scene. Oh, who's this guy? I don't know. She just walked in the frame. She's in my movie now. You're in my movie, yes. And then we're going to follow her the rest of the movie because she's our new character, I guess. That's how Italians make movies. I don't understand it. I don't speak Italian. This movie's in English. They dubbed over very, very badly, but better than a lot of Italian movies, I'll say. I've seen dozens of Italian movies. Usually they don't dub over this well. And this isn't like Sergio Leone quality. Like, Sergio Leone is a master filmmaker. So one of my favorite filmmakers is Italian. So I'm not making fun of their whole cinematic culture. But their B movies are just like so confusing. I have no idea what's happening.
Why don't you stop telling lies?
There's some cool zombies in here. We have our asshole soldier who seems like he's suicidal and going there and like, fuck you guys, fuck you, swinging his gun, like has a torch in one scene. He's like, and the zombies are kind of like. And then toward the end, when it gets really cool and good, we get our they really plaster on the message for you. The woman does a speech. The titty lady does a real epic speech about how we're ruining the world, and she just goes on and on and on. And then gets immediately eaten, and brutally so.
What are you talking about?
Because they suddenly pounce on her, rip out her fucking tongue. Someone forces their fists into her mouth and makes her fucking eyeballs literally pop out of her skull. And this is what you could tell, like, someone had some fucking fun in this movie. Like, one of the special effects guys just had a fucking ball. And was like, I'm going for it. I am fucking doing it. And the rest of the writer's like, doing what? I didn't write anything. Oh, you're doing a thing? Okay, cool. I'll write that down. Buongiorno. Yeah. You guys still making the movie? You guys in a movie. And this writer had nothing to fucking do with this movie. But ends right there. Our main character's dead. Titty lady's dead. And then it cuts to, I don't know, America or somewhere else in the world. It seemed like more like a city. The rest of the movie's kind of like in the jungle or kind of like the movie ended where it began, which is at that factory. That's when she got her eyes ripped out. But then we cut to, again, like a city. And then a couple sitting there arguing, like pretend arguing sort of thing, where it's like, come on, baby, I want to get my dick in you. I just want to get my dick a little wet. What is wrong with you? And she's like, if you get it a little wet, I will get none married. And therefore, your dick's going to stay dry, sir. And he's like, come on, you got to break my balls. Oh, my balls, break my blue balls. Come on.
Don't go on like that. We'll each go to our own home.
I don't trust you to ruin everything.
If I let you do it now, you won't marry me. How about giving me a light?
No.
Okay, I'll go ask that guy over there.
She's like, I'm going to go get a light from someone else. Maybe that guy over there. There's a guy on a park bench, and he's like, don't do that. And she's like, no, I'm doing it. Fuck you. She walks over. He's a zombie, attacks her. She gets surrounded. You could tell the guy biting her right here was doing everything he could to keep his little fake meat in his mouth pressed up against her because she kept moving and it would tear away. And he go, and like, because it's just in his mouth. He's not really biting her. So it's like, and she would move and like try to get back to her, and like, oh, come on. Like this, you can cut that. I'm sure you have plenty of footage you could have cut around. Anyway, and then the boyfriend gets eaten too. And it was like, this is the movie I want to watch. This is where, oh, it's over. Thank you, Italy. Thank you. As things were getting really, really good and interesting, it's over. Which should leave you like, oh, I want more. Like, leave them wanting more. That's kind of the theme of entertainment. But Not so much here, because what I had, I didn't want. And what I wanted, I didn't get. So who wins? Who wins in this scenario? So let's just get into it. Let's get into it right now. Let's show down these shitty movies. So obviously, as you could tell by my either words per minute, my aggression levels, how much I moved around and swore, Troy, the resurrection of Aeneas, wins or loses. It's the shittier movie. It's very shitty. And I can't overstate how shitty it was. This is a film school project at best. And even then, I would say, do another draft or 7. And please, cut out that 25-minute sequence in front of a fire. And I felt like he set the camera down and had to go back behind it and read his next speech that he had to do, and came back in front of it and was like, I will rebuild! It's dog shit. Compared to Hell of the Living Dead, which I cannot remember the name of for some reason. Again, I did zero prep for this episode. I just threw these two movies together and said, fuck it, I'm doing these. And holy shit, I'm both glad and very, very angry I had to do this in my day. Today, my President's Day. I'm spending my President's Day doing this. I'm trying to honor like James Buchanan over here, and I have to do this shit. I realized this episode didn't drop until, what, June 1st? June 1st, but today is like February 18th. So, pretty fucking mad I had to do this on President's Day. I love President's Day. It's one of my favorite holidays. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll figure it out. Like, Chester A. Arthur he doesn't celebrate his own life. He's dead. I have to do it. I have to do it for him. It's the least I can do. Polk isn't going to sit there and like pat himself on the back. I have to do it, and here I am. So obviously Troy, the resurrection of Aeneas, was way fucking worse than Hell Comes to Frogtown or Hell of the Living Dead, or what the fuck this movie's called. I cannot keep them straight. Hell of the Living Dead. Troy, it has a 1.8 on IMDb. That's why I chose to do it here. And I was like, it can't be that bad. Oh, it's that bad. It's that bad. So much so. Oh, so much so. You know where I'm going with this. Robo-Vampires, which only survived an episode, has been dethroned already. I didn't think that would happen for a very long time. But at least Robo-Vampire had some fucking heart behind it. Someone actually wrote it, and like, it was weird as fucking bad. But looking into their culture, they do have vampires that bounce. That's a cultural thing. I'm not going to hold that part against them. But like, overall, the movie's just bad and boring and confusing. But holy shit. It was no match when it came to the steamroller of insanity and ego that was Troy, the resurrection of Aeneas. Congratulations, Aeneas Westminster. What the fuck's his last name? I don't care. His IMDb picture's on screen right now. That guy. Fuck that guy. Look at his profile picture. That's a picture from his movie. He seems to be both actively nonstop looking for attention, but doesn't want to show his face in his movies or his production stills. I'm getting mixed messages from you, Aeneas. I'm getting very, very mixed messages. So we have a new worst movie. Can you believe it? A new shitty movie. The showdown of the shitty movies has happened, and we have a new winner. We have a new winner. I can't believe it. I thought this was going to go on for a while with Robo-Vampire, but fucking one episode. One episode. It's unbelievable. I'm fucking baffled. I didn't think it would be this bad. I didn't know anything could be this bad. It was painful. It was only an hour, and I almost shut it off 20 minutes in. And 20 minutes in, I was already going, I want to shut this off 10 minutes ago. But it was like, I kept on the go like, oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh no. I forced myself. I did it. I feel like I won a marathon or something. So, if you see this guy in the streets, tell him to go fuck himself. And if you are that guy, write me at one of these plugs right here on the screen. Do it. Do those things. liwstudios.com, youtube.com/LoiteringWonderland. For you, Mr. Aeneas, loiteringwonderland@gmail.com. I want to know what you think. I want to know what your point of this was. I want to know. I'm sorry I'm calling you Aeneas so much, but I don't know how to pronounce that name. Aeneas. You said it in the movie, but I couldn't hear it in the movie. So I honestly don't. This is me being genuine. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Aeneas? Aeneas would be my guess. But with that being said, patreon.com/LoiteringWonderlandStudios. Yeah, until next time, and in the fucking meantime, I'm really angry at this goddamn movie. I want you to apologize to me. I'm Phoenix West. So long, citizens. So long, Aeneas. Aeneas. So long, Aeneas. I'm Penis West. If I go inside, it's penis and anus. I gotta think about some stuff right now. Let's go to credits now. You got action music. I don't know why.
SMS 40 movie feature. You might think this is exciting, but it's just credits. I'm that guy. That's the same name. So is that one. Do you like my arrow? Am I kind of sore? Look at that beat setting. I'm set decorator. And decorator offset. All those visual effects and digital effects I'm Phoenix West, digital effects supervisor. That's me also. It's like the supervisor of supervisor effects. Done by Phoenix West and custom do design. I'm wearing rock costumes. Storyboard artist. Graphic cinematic and producer, whatever that says. Totally did that job. Are we almost done now? I also edited. That's a real credit though. I re-edited too. Meaning to do one on the draft. That's me, that's true. Call me ladies. Let's make it one of the arrows disappear. Let's bring it back. That's true. Also, got it so lonely. That's still exciting. Exciting and lonely. Call me. I need help. That's Johnny and the circus music. I'm the god of cinema. Oh God, call me. I need help. Oh, choking. How do you go? I'm a god of cinema. My phone went off at the very end. Of course it did.
Jimmy, you gotta clean out the garage. Your father's back is hurt. You know that. You need help cleaning out the garage so we can get the Camaro in there. He has to restore his Camaro. Are you gonna help him, Jimmy, or not? You gonna keep making your movie? Jump into that fire, sir. You're better off. We're sure as shit better off. The garage will be fine. Your dad will he'll be like, the just gonna let him burn.